and welcome to Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin. I'm Robin.
I'm Brittany.
And we are here today to show you the Bling diamonds that Diamond Art Club has released recently. So Brittany loves to bling up kits, as we all know. And so we have a plan for the Asian year-long diamond paint-along.
Yeah.
To bling up one of the canvases by Ines Guerrero with the snake. I can't think of the name of the kit. And so what I thought we would do is, one, show you all these reels, and then two, Brittany, who is I call her an expert blinger upper.
Don't know about the expert part, but we'll say efficient. We'll go with efficient.
I'm going to let her tell me how practical she thinks these colors are to use in blinging up a kit, and how the colors, how much she thinks they will be used, and then how much they won't. That'll make sense as we go along, because she does a lot of blinging up of kits. So we're just going to pick one and start with. So Brittany even may be the one telling you more about them. So this is a set of 5, and these are square, and I'm sorry, they're round.
Well, you have one round and one square that are both. Yeah. They're technically crystals. They call them iridescent, but they're crystals essentially.
Which is interesting. We just unboxed a crystal canvas, so this is a good comparison. So what I'm curious about, Brittany, as we get them out to start showing them off, is there a DMC code on them?
Yes.
There is.
I'm pretty sure there is on their jars here. Yes.
So we're not, I don't think we're going to put it back in the box. I don't know. We store our drills special. I guess we'll figure that out as we go here. We probably won't keep the box. We'll probably keep them in the
Yeah, we maybe just store them in the jars.
Because we just got a new storage, what you call it? Container?
I would say cabinet.
Cabinet, and today I'm loving it. And she loved it. She put it together. So yeah.
So the DMC code's going to be found on the front of the jars here. So right here,
I'm pulling one out so I can see as she shows you.
It says color code, and then it says R and L, and then 301. So that 301 is going to be your DMC code.
And this is 310, which...
But yeah, so that's 301. So you have 301. What color do you have?
Black. 310.
So 310, 336, 891, and 3740.
And we're going to show them to you, but let's go ahead and this is...
It'll be the same thing in square.
So the same colors exactly?
I think so. It may not be.
Actually, because that's black,
it is.
red.
Oh, wait. No, they are different. You're right, actually.
All right, so let's take them out.
Unless I just put them in a different order, you are correct.
We're about to find out what I did.
Here, we'll chuck this out of the way here.
Because we're not going to keep that anyway. All right.
So, yeah, they are a little bit different. You have 37. Oh, maybe they're backwards. 3740, 3740. Yeah, they're just backwards.
Oh, so
it is the same colors. For some reason, these are just backwards. This one's here, this one's here. These two are the same, but then these and these. So they are the same colors.
So ignore Venice in the background. My husband, Brittany's dad, is outside watering plants, and Venice wants to go.
She thinks she runs the house
because she does run the house, and she's wanting to tell us she wants to go down, and he's outside.
Now,
and that is not going to be happening.
How hard are these going to be to open?
And the question is too, which one would you like to look at? I mean, black, I think is a good color to start with. And let's just look. How practical are these colors to you? How often do you use the colors? You know what I mean when I say practical?
Yeah, I mean, as far as crystals go, I would say the one I might use the most of is going to be this 336. Potentially the oranges. I feel like the one that you have in your hand, which is the 301, more than this, which is the 891, but I would say the blue would be the most. Depending on, it depends. If you do a lot of landscapes, potentially like the 3740, which is like a brown shade, which we'll get out and show you here.
No, we won't, because I can't open them. So you work on that part. What?
I don't know if I can open them either. That's part of the problem.
They are really sealed. I think there's something there. Well, this is real life. This is a real life struggle. I mean, I know they open. I know they got plastic, but what we're worried about is we don't want to peel this whole label off. So let's get tweezers and try to run it. I think look right there. I think there's a line. This is real. This is us being real. So let's take my pretty tweezers. Oh, how'd you do that?
I just pushed it down all the way around a little bit.
You pushed it down?
Like took my fingernail and took the plastic.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with my
So
acrylic.
this one, if you do a lot of landscapes or potentially like, I think landscapes particularly because they have a lot of usually like brown in them, but if you do like some darker canvases, so this is, I mean, it's a pretty color, but it's just a brown. And so like if you do really colorful images, God, sometimes this light's so bright you can't really make it out.
I can't even on the camera. I mean, like it's focused, but I can't really tell what it is. Let me see it down here.
So it's like a light brown. So I mean, landscapes would be good. If you do colorful images, probably not.
But you don't bling up landscapes, so.
I mean, no. I don't do landscapes,
I know,
but there are people that do, and I mean, like,
yeah.
If you ever wanted to bling up, like for example, you love Chuck Pinson. I'm sure there are plenty of Chuck Pinsons this would work great in.
Yeah, but I don't usually bling up kits. But just no, I get your point. Yes, I do. I don't, but that's just not a color you would use a lot of because you do bright colors.
So I will say the opening of these is
not simple. I'm going to let her show me how she did it. Maybe, oh, she's doing her nail.
I'm literally just having it like, so the plastic goes up literally like just a small bit, and I'm literally just taking my fingernails and just going around and mashing it down. And then just twisting the lid off. So that's one thing I wish they would do is potentially like put an easy open like line on there so you could take sharp tweezers, which you get, and
oh here, so I do see it easier on this one, but still.
So let's see.
I almost have it. Yeah,
I very much dislike the way that these open. But that's the case for all the jars, the way that they have to be sealed and stuff. It's just a me thing. So here is the pretty orange 301.
Obviously it's a me thing too.
Ooh, trying to get it where you guys can see it. That one you can see a lot better on the camera, the shade and stuff. If I get up too close, there starts to be a shadow and you can't really see it all. But there you go.
I want to see it. Oh, now that I can see using.
So, and I'm pretty sure like a shade like this I probably used when I did my Randall Spangler kit.
I could definitely see using that one. So, interestingly enough, I did get the plastic off of that one, but there's a lot of static in them and they stick to the lid. Did you find that was the case?
Yeah. They're just so, and there are a ton of drills in these jars. I will tell you guys that. All right, guys. So, finally got an X-Acto knife out here to cut around the edges, which kind of has helped here a little bit. It's still not an easy task to get these out at all.
I'm sitting in the floor working on one with tweezers.
So this is an orange color. Orangish red. I'd say more orange than red. So this is $8.91. Again, it's so hard with how shiny these are and our lighting to just show you the exact color, like no matter how close I get. But they are so pretty. I feel like sometimes further away you can see them a little bit better.
Let me see them. Oh, those are pretty.
So that's a pretty color.
Okay, for my snake, the color that I'm trying my hardest down here to open, I think you might like. No, this might be blue.
I think you've got the one that does look like blue.
I do. I think so too. Okay, I got it. Woo!
All right, well, you show that one, and I'll start opening.
5 years later.
5 years later.
We don't need sound effects. I'll just be there. Our sound effects.
Yeah.
5 years later. Okay. I dropped one. Okay, this is Brittany's favorite color. This is blue. They are beautiful. My only suggestion is make them easier to open. I don't know how you could do that, but I would find a way.
Agreed.
That's the only thing I would suggest. They are absolutely gorgeous.
The X-Acto knife is making it easier.
Okay. What color is this, Miss Brittany?
That was 336.
That's pretty.
And I still feel like the camera just doesn't.
I don't feel like it either. It's not picking it up. It just isn't. But gosh, I mean, I can see a little bit of the sparkle, but it's not doing it justice. They are. Maybe it will. I can see it now. They are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that sparkle is like none.
It's funny. These say 310. I feel like these look gray. What do you think?
They do not look like 310, no.
These look, so that would be one thing. So if you want to use, these look more like, I think 317 is a gray. So I feel like this may work for like a gray, but they look darker there, but I just can't explain to you guys how light these look compared to like a normal 310 drill.
Do you have a normal 310?
No, I don't. I have a black Sharpie that I can put next to it to give you guys an example of the shading.
Also,
but even then, it still doesn't.
I'm making a mess. They are so filled to the top.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not like the 310 really, just because of the fact that, well, okay, if you're getting it for 310, you would be disappointed. If you want to use it for like a gray,
not 310. If
you wanted to use it as a shade of gray, definitely. So I don't feel like this is a true 310, in my opinion. If you've gotten these, you guys can let me know if you agree or not. All right.
So
you did make a hot mess.
So
didn't you?
So Brittany, when we did this, Brittany said this would be taking a while, and I was like, no, it won't.
Should this be a quick video?
Yeah, I did say that, but I've changed my mind about that.
I'm gonna just take these out of the box while you're cleaning up your
just
disaster
go ahead.
area there.
So one of the things we just call, in addition to extra drills, I was so lost, is this is supposed to be a set of 15 round fairy dust, and this is supposed to be a set of 15 square fairy dust. So these are round. Make sure you can get that. These are round, but these are not square. These are also round. So what I'll do is reach out to Diamond Art Club and see if they accidentally.
I'm sure they'll send you a replacement or something. It looks like a packaging error because it says square.
It does.
But they're clearly round. You can send them a picture. I say go ahead and take a picture of it to send to them too when you do.
Yeah, I think it is a packaging error because look, they're exactly the same color, same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be. It's not a Diamond Art Club error. It's a Diamond Art Club packaging error.
Yeah, so I will reach out to them and let them know that.
Hey guys, editing Brittany here. So Robin actually has already reached out to Diamond Art Club the night that we recorded this, and actually as of the 1st, which is today, they have actually already shipped and we have already received the replacement drills for this. So super quick response in fixing that.
All right, guys, I'm learning. I'm getting a little bit better. So we have the metallic drills now. So I'm going to start with, so you have essentially what would be, so these do have the DMC codes on them. So you've got 318, if it'll focus for you guys to see. So 318, 444, and 796 are technically the codes on these. I would call this a silver, a gold, and then what's some kind of blue jewelry? And amethyst is purple.
I don't know. That kind of looks purple to me. I was doubting myself.
So this is going to be your silver. Yeah, definitely I'm getting better at the opening thing. This one didn't take that long. I love metallic drills by the shine of them.
Oh wow. Wow.
So this is going to be what I would call metal, but again, this is going to be DMC 318. So this I would call this silver. These would be great for any kind of jewelry, that kind of thing.
Those are really pretty. Oh, yeah, you definitely. Oh gosh.
That's going to be my favorite for sure. I want to use those in everything. Ooh, my self-expressions kit, those drills are being used in it for sure.
Oh my gosh, this color.
That will be a shade of the dragon in my self-expressions MKC kit.
Look at this. Oh.
Yeah, the camera, that's the only bad thing about doing videos and trying to show you guys stuff like this. The camera just doesn't do these drills justice.
I don't think so either. I think actually the ones that are in the pile, you can see more of the glitter than you can the ones that are in the line. Wow. Those are beautiful. I can see why she would like that color. I can see that color being used a lot.
Alright, last but not least, what I would call gold, that they have DMC 444. Again, I feel like the metallics are great for jewelry.
Oh, those are pretty.
God, look at them in the camera. They're just too shiny.
Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess again. I don't know how you got them back in there without making a mess.
You can't turn the tray up all the way. You gotta do it slow.
I have no patience.
Obviously. Like this.
That is so pretty.
So so I feel like metallics are good for jewelry. I don't know what else I would use metallics for. I don't know. So I feel like as far as shininess, if you're looking to make something super, super bright, the gold and the metallics are going to make things stand out, I think even more so than ABs do.
This is called Robin making a disaster video.
So let's put crystals out of the way, let's put the metallics out of the way, and we won't open the square ones in case they want them shipped back. We'll do the round ones. So I won't pull those out, but I'll pull these out. I don't think I don't know if that one is shipped back or not, but I'd rather be on the safe side. Oh, are we gonna take all these out? Let's not. Let's open one. Let's see. What color is going to show you the fairy dust the best? I actually think that one. What do you think?
Okay, we're going to open two. You open a color and I open a color.
I like how well this one shows the fairy dust, so I'm picking this one.
I'm picking this one because this is like this is like an odd color.
So we're not going to open all these, guys. I can tell you what the colors are on them. So this is going to be for the more brighter images.
If you see Robin in the floor, it's just because she's got a pair of tweezers.
I don't think they can see you. I could be wrong.
And she's not going to put the murder tweezers in her hand.
I have an X-Acto knife I'm trying not to kill myself with too.
Yeah, so...
I don't think this should be on YouTube. Probably not. All right, woo, got it open.
I will say, if you find an easier way to open them, please let us know in the comments.
X-Acto knife is working. I got mine open already. All right, so fairy dust is going to be something that adds. So I would say, in my opinion, fairy dust adds the least amount of pop and attention to the area. It is one of my favorite drills though. So it just has like a pretty glitter mica powder coating on the top, and I feel like this shows it the best, although I'm not sure how well we're gonna be able to see it on the camera. Maybe if I show you the pile. Not really. But they just have this really pretty glitter coating on the top. They shine so much. So you have what shades? So starting at the top here, we have 155, which is a pretty common purple. You have 165, which is like I call it like a yellowish green shade. And then we've got 316, which is like a dull pink. And then 341, I don't know if you call it like either a light blue or a light purple shade.
The X-Acto knife does work.
351, which is an off orange a little bit. You've got 368, which is a dull green. 554, which is like another like a pinkish purple. 727, which is a gorgeous yellow. 961, I wouldn't really call that red, like a pinkish red. 993, which is going to be teal. She has an actual orange, which is...
Be careful, don't put the lid back on it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So 3341 is the one she has.
Okay, that I do see. I can see this better on camera than I can.
You can see it shining. I just feel like you can't really see it. Like, to me, it kind of almost shines as much as an AB is.
Yeah, I actually can pick this up. I see it better actually on the camera. Although there's a little bit of delay on my camera. But boy, that's pretty. Oh, that definitely picks up.
So she has 3341, which is an orange, and then.
But would you? I got it out because it's kind of a random color. Would you use a lot of that?
I mean, Halloween images for sure.
Oh yes, yeah.
I'm sure there are other things that I can think of. Anything that's like a pretty colorful like scene. I can't think of any kits right off the top of my head. Go figure. 3607, which is a pretty pink, a very, very pale purple. 3743. I don't know if I told you the DMC, the one I opened. It was 3807, and then the white, which is 3865. So that is, again, we're not opening all these just because there's so many, but.
And I'm letting her pour them back in because twice now it's been a disaster.
I feel like out of all of these, I would probably use the shade I opened, probably maybe the green, the yellow, and I feel like maybe the orange the most, and the purple.
Well, we're getting ready to sit down and plan out my snake. I don't know, that'll probably be after our MKC event.
I think the one we're opening last may have a good shade for your snake, I think.
And so this will be actually a really good kit, too. These will be, and that's what I had in mind when I purchased them. Well, one, I knew Brittany loves to bling kits. And two, I knew we were blinging my snake image. And so they're definitely not going to waste. I don't remember how much they cost. I have no clue. Oh, we are opening with 666 for sure because
that's the color I'm thinking would work good for your snake. So,
but my snake is, I don't think so because that's a dark image. And
I know. I thought you wanted to change it to red. Or you want to change it to green?
I think I am like a green. You'll have to let me kind of.
Well, you can change it to whatever color you want essentially. So
let me get some
in here. In the tray, sorry.
Let's get the image up before we decide what color. Because I don't think I don't think red's the right color. I think it's going to have to be shades of green.
I just dropped the stopper. It could be any shade you want it to be. Since we're essentially like recharting it.
Is that a red snake?
Yeah, man.
No, let me.
Would it be? My thinking of red snake is it just makes it pop on that dark background, you know?
But are there red snakes?
No, but who cares? It's a diamond painting. Right, guys?
I don't know. Like, I don't want to take too much away from the image, though. So, like, I love how it's charted. I just want the snake to have more of a vibrant. Somebody did rechart it excellent. I'll have to find that picture. And I'll show her the picture. Wait, can I just say this is...
So the X-Acto knife is the trick, guys. You go just around, like, literally right here where the edge of the lid is. And you just run the X-Acto knife all the way around.
What other color you want me to choose?
I don't know, you pick.
Let's do my favorite pink too. What do you say?
There is quite a bit of static in these, but those, again, that doesn't have anything to do with them. I think it has to do more with our environment and it being so cold, and we've had our heat on and stuff, so. And then, so the ABs really shine. Again, I think they shine not quite as bright as the metallics, but they would be like next in line as far as like the brightness to me.
Don't put them up. I look at the tray first. I've
So
got to
here-
focus with a knife.
They look rainbow with the way the light's hitting them, but they are, so this is 666. There we go.
Oh, okay. She's got the.
So you
opening down.
can see why they're ABs, so it's meant to like mimic the Aurora Borealis, and it has those different shades. So as I turn it here, you can kind of see it changes like the shades and the colors. It's just, they're so pretty.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So this guy's, but while we're talking about it, so I just opened 666, which is the red. So you have an AB208, again, another pretty popular common number you see. You have 917, 947, which is another pretty orange, 973, pretty yellow, a green, 3348. I love both these blues, 3755 and 3846. And then again, a white, but this one's 5200 instead of 3865. So you see white a lot in ABs. I feel like I see a lot of purple ABs. So most of these, and again, these are all DMC codes that are, I know they just recently changed the way that Diamond Art Club labeled the ABs, the ABs on their canvases. They used to be anything under 150, and now they've changed them to the DMCs. So this, I feel like, is their common ABs that they sell, or that they chart in their kits, so.
Sorry, I see something random. What's a random color? You see it?
Yeah, like a round yellow.
If we got an escapee in here. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I'm trying to get them to line up.
Pretty pink.
Here, let me let you do it. The different color one in there is like distracting me. Oh my gosh. Okay, that I could see using. Like in Lady Love Bard I did last Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh.
Also, if I hadn't already given you one, the rose in Damaged, this color would also be good for that.
I might still use some of these in that rose.
Yeah.
That's actually a great idea. We'll look at that after this.
It may be a little bit off shade of that. I can't remember exactly what the DMC was of the one that I gave you, but
but that was an outline, and then the rose has other colors inside of it.
So yeah, we have, because you have it in round two. So
I'll let you check that out, and we'll look at that later.
Much easier. This one. Oh nope, there's still a few stuck in here.
So we got the opening down. And
so the biggest thing, I feel like you really honestly need to use an X-Acto knife the first time you open them to get around the seal. That's just that for me is the most annoying part of these. I love the fact that they're selling the specialty drills, and I honestly don't mind the jars. I would be okay with them being in resealable bags, but
what are we gonna open those?
It's the same thing, just round.
Oh, that's right. And we've done all of them.
We can take them out though, so we know. The only one I'm not taking out is the one that you that's supposed to be square but round.
Would you want me to take I'm gonna take a picture. While you're doing that, let me go get my phone to take a picture and see how much the price is for these, because I'm curious. I'll just sit down at my computer and see how much the price is.
It's funny, one thing, guys, you talk about different dye lots. The plastic tray in this one's cracked a little bit. So one thing we talk about a lot is dye lots and drills. And so you can have technically the same DMC color and them be two different shades. And so this actually is a great example of the dye lots. So these are both 3348. And I just want you guys to look at the difference in the color of these. Look at that. This one is paler than this one. It's just so funny, the difference in them. And I don't know how well, yeah, it's coming out pretty well on camera there too. So this one is lighter than this one, but they're the same DMC color. So that like sometimes you can have, they're just from the same, like could be from a different lot, like a different dye lot. And so each lot may be just a slightly different tinge or color of something. So
the fairy dust, the set of 15, $29.99.
Okay.
And then the ABs, the set of 10 is $22.99.
All right.
The iridescent and the set of 5,
That's these.
jewel tone around is $13.99.
You said $13.99. Sorry, I was moving them.
$13.99.
Okay. And then the metallics, probably like $10.99.
Yeah.
So you said the electros are, you said $9.99, right? The electro metallics electro.
Yes, $9.99.
I call them different things. So they technically these are definitely fairy dust. These are definitely ABs. I call these crystals, they call them iridescents. I call these metallics, they call them electro. Everything has like fairy dust has 18 million different names. So you probably hear them called a bunch of different things. They make your canvas pretty. That's all I care about.
They bling up your canvas. And they all have different names, and you call them whatever you want. This is your world in diamond painting, people out there. Okay, so whatever name makes your heart happy, you call them that. So I just thought this will be kind of like a cute, fun video to see, especially with her blinging everything up. And so, do you think, given the amount of drills and the cost, would you? She didn't know I was buying these, by the way. Do you think it was a good deal?
Yeah, considering each jar is a pretty hefty amount. I mean, it's 18 grams, and so it's 3,500 in a jar is what this one says. Let's see if they all say about the same, 3,500. So 3,000 in the electro, just out of curiosity. Let's see. Is it 3,000 no matter what? No, so the squares will have 3,000, the rounds will have 3,500. I mean, yeah, I think it is. I mean, if you think about it, if you go, because normally I would go and buy these from DP with Sparklers, and I think a bag of metallics maybe $3.99. It may be $2.99. I think $3.99. Even if it's $2.99, that's $10 for 3, which is what you paid. So,
and the thing I know.
I think DP with Sparklers it may be a little cheaper than DP with Sparklers. I'm actually not sure. The only thing is you don't get to pick and choose what you want. You just have to get what's in the kit. That's the only thing that you're stuck with something. So if you're just wanting one color, it's probably not the best option.
But I'm wondering if they aren't wondering to see like how well they sell, and then maybe adding more colors, maybe possibly.
If they produce them already, maybe, because they do make their own drills. So maybe.
Yeah, and maybe special requests. I don't know if that's a possibility. I had a thought. Okay, so as hard as those jars were to open, I will say this. You know, we go to a lot of work to store the specialty drills to find them when we are looking to bling up a kit. Well, when you are, this is really a great way to like, what do I want to use? And you've got a jar here and you look at it. That's better than going through your notebook of drills, don't you think?
I mean, yes, but it also is more space consuming too.
That's true.
So you kind of it's like a give and a take thing. So
I don't know. I like the jars better. I do, but she's right. But I think for us, for storing them, we got this for cabinet. We could just keep them stacked up nice and neatly on top of one another. So yeah, so guys, that's it. I would be very curious to know what you think. Do you like them? Is it something that you think you would purchase? And if so, most people we don't care. We both do round and square. Which color do you think you would use the most? I think which kit of the colors do you think you would use the most?
I'm partial to fairy dust, so I think I'd use the fairy dust the most, but that's just a partial.
And I think most people are to AB, so I'd be curious to know. That's a good, interesting question.
I love the metallics, the shine of the metallics, but I feel like where I would want to use them is somewhat limited. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like think of other places because my mind instantly goes to jewelry, obviously, or like if you had something like a metal object in your
windows.
I don't know about windows. I don't know. Maybe I feel like maybe like the windows of like a lighthouse, but I feel like I like the slivers, like how they did in Everest from Bad Dakota Dateweiler. So I don't know. I am going to be doing a video soon talking about, and I will tell you guys. Tima has done this video. She probably will do a much better job, but I just like talking about specialty drills, so I will be doing a video soon just kind of talking about the different specialty drills and like good times to use them, and just a little bit about like the difference in them too.
And I do not regret purchase them at all because I feel like this is something that Brittany will definitely put to great use, because as much as she sees something and she'll be like, oh, I'm going to exchange this color, and I feel like it's opened another world of options to her, so I do not regret it at all for the money. I think it was a great deal to give her more drills to play around with.
In the Casey's Candy Emporium is coming from Art and Soul.
One thing
I feel like this has lots of the colors.
I have a question.
Okay.
Are they different company, different size drills? Is that going to be an issue?
They should technically be the same size drills. They may be, the biggest thing would be if you tried to use, like, say I tried to use this AB with like another company's AB, you may run into the same issue that you have just with the two greens here, where the dye, it's the same DMC, but the dye lots are a little different.
Right.
So they may not exactly match if you run out of one and you're trying to use another. Now, if you completely replace a whole color, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if you're trying to match two colors and use the same DMC code of two different companies, you probably would have an issue. You may not, but it's more than likely you would.
Well, we'll find out when you start working on it.
So
anyway, well, we made this a longer video than what we planned, but it was fun. I thought it was fun. If you like blinging up kits, you probably liked it. If you like specialty drills, you probably liked it. If it's not your thing, that's probably not a video that you're gonna like at all.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for Brittany blinging up kits so much, and I knew she would love them. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave in the comments which set you like the most, that you think you would use the most. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this altogether. Would you like to see more colors? And if so, which color would you like to see? And for right now, remember, be kind to everybody, both in the real world, online, in the comments, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!